The phenomena of mind and body, well, the problem with it is that we think it's me. And as we think it's me, we have a craving for existence. And as we have a craving for existence, we also have this idea that we need to be somebody. We need to be somebody, and we need to be loved and appreciated, and we have things to do. If we didn't do them, then we wouldn't be anybody. I mean, it's a real circular way of getting into more and more anxiety. So as long as we have this me idea, there is this craving for existence, and non-existence will be very much like being annihilated, and nobody likes to be annihilated. So if one can get a good teacher who can explain it in a way which is clear, lucid, and shows how to practice so that one gets beyond this absurdity. As you hear the sound, you can never hear the hearer. There is no hearer. You can look for that hearer. It's a mental formation. It's an idea that there is a hearer. It's the same with seeing. You can see something. There's no doubt about it. There's a seeing going on. I can see that tree. But where's the seer? How am I going to find that seer? We have the idea that there's a person sitting inside, looking out through the eyes and hearing through the ears. But that's strictly an idea. That's just and that absurdity, we will have to get to the bottom of that. But it's so deeply ingrained, you don't do that overnight. It takes practice, and it takes a good teacher. So I think what one should do to relieve some of that anxiety is to make sure that every day one has taken care of everything that needs to be taken care of. One should never have any people that one is angry at or that is angry at one. One should have harmonized all the relationships, and one should have finished, cleaned up one's papers and not have anything hanging on over one. So feeling that you're ready every day also might help you to feel ready to be dying every day. And that's actually what we're doing. We're dying a small death when we go to bed at night. So people don't pay attention to that. They pay attention to the world, but they don't pay attention to the spiritual aspects which actually govern the world. So because of that, there's a great deal of anxiety and fear and worry. I mean, modern surgery techniques are very excellent nowadays. I mean, you don't get any, you don't have any pain when the surgery is done. Afterwards, there is a bit of pain, depending on how much they have removed. But even that, I mean, it's they give you something to relieve that. So I haven't had a moment of anxiety. I mean, it's long past that one. Those who have practiced could find that a lack of energy can be extremely helpful in letting go of the self-idea. That can be very helpful. If one doesn't struggle against it, that can be helpful, yes. But then, I've been at it for a long time, and I've made a, how shall I say, career of it, if you can call it that. So, for me it was, there was nothing involved, nothing at all. You see, another thing which is helpful, which just comes to mind, if one practices more living in the moment, and then you live in the moment in the hospital. So that's that moment that you live in, and it's okay. It's fine. Everybody's there to help you anyway when you're, very sick. So that's great. And yes, if it is helpful to be very sick and let go. And also one could say that the moment of, or the action of dying, if there's no resistance, is extremely pleasant.
So you got a little touch of that.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? What did it feel like? You felt the energy leaving from your feet?
Mm-hmm. And well, there seemed to be less and less life energy within the body, and I was just relaxing into that. And I was perfectly willing to let it happen, you know. But then these doctors came around and they were all excited and desperately wanted me to stay alive because I think it's their pride, you know. So I thought, okay, all right, if there's that. And then, of course, my Buddha-Haus team came, and I could see in their faces they were really worried, you know, because they could see that there wasn't much going on with me anymore. And my blood pressure just went way down, way down. I mean, like almost not happening. And that's when you lose all your energy. And so they thought of this injection and that injection and got it back up again. And so I
You were
said,
disappointed.
well, no, but it was a very interesting experience. It was a very interesting experience, and now I can say is it's extremely pleasant. And it's just a letting go and, you know, disappearing. And it's very nice. I mean, how often do people want to go on holiday because things are getting beyond them, you know? So now they can disappear and they're all against it. You know, they're worried about it.
That's wonderful. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
That's
So that's the best thing I can offer.